Okay, first of all, thanks, Katie. I'm glad the bond that you felt toward me allowed you to take me to the final tribal council. Out of all the brawn, I didn't think that I would be the last man standing. I mocked Holly for putting me on brawn, and her response was that me and Kay had the brawniest application of them all. So, I've been thinking about what about my game represents brawn. As most of you know by now, because I have said it over and over again, that when I was 19, basically my life ended when I was in a horrible car accident and I broke my neck and smashed my face in and a whole bunch of other stuff. So the last 28 years have basically been a fight every single minute of the day against disabling pain and not being able to move my neck at all. So I guess I am pretty brawny. Brawn was the most fun tribe I have ever been a part of, and I wanted us all to make it to the end so badly. But the family broke up when Ray was voted out of the other tribe. I wasn't a part of that, but whatevs. And then Kay decided to take out Ryan. Since I hated breaking up the family, I tried to get Ryan to play his idol. Sorry, Ryan. Without betraying Kay's plan, because I don't like to do that. I don't like coming right out and saying, and here's the plan, and here's what somebody's trying to do for you. But anyway, I also didn't want to risk two idols being played that night, so I just randomly threw out a vote, because I didn't want somebody going home by just a random vote. Well, I didn't want me to go home if somebody randomly voted me. But anyway, Ryan didn't play his idol and he went home. And my alliance knew I was doing that, but anyway, it didn't work. Ryan went home. So I formed new bonds with new people. And when we merged, we were brawn strong. Supposedly. Except that Sid kind of went MIA, and so we all decided to make everyone happy and let him go. So anyway, I kind of kicked ass in most of the challenges, despite a very elevated pain level and lots of pain after. One thing I don't ever do is say that I can't. If there's a slight chance I can do something, I will do it. I opted out of only one challenge, and that's only because I couldn't bend my neck at all, so I couldn't really see the bottle. And anyway, I practiced it. I still did. I tried to do it, and I was strained my neck and back so bad, so I just didn't do it. I couldn't see the bottle. Also, remember the auction? Well, nobody asked me what I bought with my 20 bucks. I've been in auctions before, and they always save the idol for last. Probably not anymore. Sorry. Anyway, I waited till you all spend all of your money, and then on the last item I bid 20 whole bucks, because I have lots of patience. Anyway, this time I bought a super idol, which I didn't need, but my number one did. Like I tried to do with Ryan, I succeeded with Storm and saved his life. But anyway, I had to also know that you were all voting for him that night, because we had to transfer the idol over before the vote. And anyway, I didn't do that lightly. I didn't just give him the idol. He kind of made me a really great offer. But anyway, I like to do that anyway. And it worked. Well, after that, the whole game shifted. I loved and supported and cheered each one of you on, and I didn't maliciously talk to any one of you. Some of the nights where I was talking to you, like most of the night, I didn't do it because I knew the plan or was trying to get information. Some plans didn't even come together until the very last minute. Anyway, since this was supposed to be my last game, I decided to enjoy it and join in the video chats and not stress, and I didn't want to throw out names and target people and initiate the plans like I've done in the past. That's not saying that I didn't put ideas into people's heads, and I was pretty strategic about the way I had conversations with certain people. But anyway, I still hated when Storm and Kay went after each other. I did not want the family to break up. Anyway, that was the hardest vote of the game up to that point. I did not want to vote Braun. But I didn't have any choice. And I also liked everybody left. I literally had to be begged. And then another deal was struck up. And literally 1 minute before the deadline, I was reminded of her taking Ryan away from me. And I just bit the bullet and voted her off. Sorry, I still love you. Then there was the Storm vote. Me and him talked about how I had to vote him off. Yes, we did talk before. It wasn't a shock to him. But let me say this about that situation. In the past games, I'd be ridiculed every single day for staying true to my strongest ally. And when I took them to the finale with me, I was basically mocked. But I like going up against the strongest. What's the point in bringing goats to the end? But for all that, I was called the goat, even though on a couple of my games I ran the whole show. And I don't say that lightly. I literally lost 2 games exactly running the show the whole time. And so I brought that up to Storm, and I said, why is it that when a girl takes a strong guy to the finish, they're called a goat and a follower and pathetic, but when him and Zariel did it, they were cheered on and they were wished a showmance and happily ever after? And that's when I realized I absolutely had to vote him off. And I had to go against how I always play, which is extremely loyal. And I voted him out because I was getting the same treatment all over again. And the rest is just, I was being a nice person and a good friend and a cheerleader to people and talkative and social and being in love with all of you. Anyway, so if you're all still awake after that long speech, please vote for me so I can finally stop playing these games. I want to win so badly. These games literally take so much out of me. And my kids kind of want me back. Anyway, thank you, and I love you all. Please vote for me.